Evening motorsport fans, welcome back to round number 4 here at Mount Panorama for tonight's highly anticipated race. Join us just at the start of qualifying now. The driver's just about heading away down the mountain into the forest elbow. Known for its unforgiving nature and walls, the Blue Hell, as it's known, will be the biggest test for the drivers this season so far. As lights start to illuminate the track and the driver's heart rate increase, make sure you buckle up and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable night of racing. Appreciate everyone jumping over to the YouTube chat. This is of course round 4, Mount Panorama, the Blue Hell. Join us now as Alan Brizzle Brown about to go start his laps here, so this will be it. First lap, let's jump on board with Alan Brown and see if we can get a play-by-play basically off the track. Alright, on board with Alan Brizzle Brown, the 7-3-8 heading through the main straight now into the left-hander known as Hell's Corner. Jesus, that's loud. Thank you, Graham James. Appreciate that, brother. Nice. Legend. Appreciate your 4 months. A legend. Obviously, a jump over 2. Also supporting the stream. Legends. Hello to TJ. Down the mountain straight now as we head up into the right-hander known as Griffin's Bend. This is usually a third gear corner. However, in the Aston Martin, I've seen some of the quicker boys. They're hitting it in second. Hopefully you're all well and appreciate you jumping in. Alright, coming now into the cutting, tricky left-hander, especially on the first lap with the tyre pressures not being up to pressure quite yet. Still navigated very well by the FRL Racing driver. Coming up into Frog Hollow. Must be known that because of the jump, right? Little dab there, but does keep it out of the wall. Coming up the left-hander now into Skyline. Now it's how big are your balls here as you drop into the S's. Important to get this out right here. We head into the dipper, this left-hander. Easy to get it wrong. Yellow flag out on track by Doug Tully. Into the forest elbow now. Very tricky braking zone. It's off camber, coming downhill. Easy to lock up and go straight into the side of the wall, but Briz nevertheless handled it very well. Now down into the fastest section of the track tonight, the Conrod Straight. What's Conrod Straight? One of the faster parts of the entire circuit, where the GT3 cars will be at full throttle and maximum attack mode. If Briz can do that now into the chase. Every braking zone into the left-hander. Important to get it right now. Navigates it brilliant now. Coming up into another tricky braking zone now into Murray's corner to finish the lap off. This should be the fastest lap off the race. Alan Brizzle Brown, fastest lap 2:03, but that will be the end. Times will come out as thick and fast here. A lot of yellow flags there. Andrew Brooker takes lead lap now, 2:03.2. These times will start to come thick and fast at us. Very, very quick down the mountains. Kevin Hatch, that's the fastest lap of the race, 2:01.9. We have a lot of Pseudo boys out there tonight as well, so a big hello to all the Pseudo racing drivers. Hello to Mateus as well. Riri Walker's cousin is on the comms. Don't forget to drop a like. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 17 people currently tuned in. Necrodogs, welcome, my friend. Doug Tilly in there too. I'm a little ill, but I've not mentioned it to anybody. And Dad does racing. Good evening, DRSE. Good luck to everyone. May the fastest survive. That is a case of what it's going to be tonight. As Rory's in there too. Good luck, guys, and thank you for your efforts above and beyond of Call of Duty. That's somebody noticed. Alright, let's go on board with someone that is setting a hell of a lap at the minute. It's the Mustang driver. This is Kevin Hatch. Sante, my friend, currently P1, 5 tenths up on his lap at the minute. Just wondering, are you boys getting the track map on there properly? Maybe it'll come up now. I have put it up tonight, but whether it's coming up on stream, I'm not quite sure yet. My phone's been a pain in the ass. I'm on the Coca-Cola tonight. Kevin Hatch is improving. Purple sector 1, purple sector 2, and a green sector 3. Does mean that somebody on track has beaten him. Look out for your usual suspects tonight. Tom and Mateus, very impressive last time around at Barcelona. However, they were carrying a minus ballast compared to the rest of the boys. Ballast has been put on tonight. And Kevin's going to start to finish up his lap here. Do let me know if you see the track map come up. I'm trying to sort it out. It's been a bit of a pain. Into Murray's Corner now and down the main straight. It's be another fastest lap from Kevin Hodge, 2:01.6. Absolutely flying. Yeah, it doesn't look like the stream is catching the track map, so that's fair enough. Oh, Kevin into the pits. That's an unscheduled stop. Let's go on board with a different driver now. Qualifying, of course, Alan Brown's 3 temps up. Jen is 5 temps up on his lap. I should take the night off. I know, I've been trying to rest up. Jens now across the line. Currently P10, can he make his way up the order? 6 temps up, P9 at the minute. Nice job. So at the minute we're 12 minutes gone to qualifying. Oh, just under 8 minutes gone. It's Kevin Hodge, followed by Jan Mates, Alan Brown, Andrew Brooker, Liam Barker, Peter Ackery, Jonathan Clifford, Ian Chicka Thompson, Jens Salz, and David Story top 10. Yet to see a lap though from Matthias Belcher or Tom Venters, who I'm expecting to be pretty far up the grid at the minute. 23 cars out on track, 18 people currently watching the stream. If you hadn't already, do consider hitting the like button. I'd appreciate it. What is wrong with me? But thank you, nevertheless. Jens on a good lap, but Peter Ackery 8 temps up as well. So Jens is 5. You see the timing deltas at the side of the board there. Do you want to jump on board with the pseudo racing driver? New liveries from the boys tonight. They've got Fedona coming in through the chase actually. We've got Purple Sector Racing liveries on tonight from the pseudo racing boys. You could do with a co-commentator. I'm 3 for you. I wish. Yeah, it might be nice to have an extra pair of hands and ears in the commentator box with me. Peter Ackery to P3. That's a hell of an improvement. All right. Let's be a little bit lazy here. Those in the green delta you can see on the side are improving, are all on quicker laps. Jump over to Ian Chicka Thompson now. Representing Scotland. I appreciate it, hope you're well. Did I get a message off Ice the other night about the Halloween stream? New fastest lap. And would you believe it? It's Tom Venters. Formerly known as Tom Ventures, or Ventura. Pet Detective. It's Liam Barker waiting patiently to come out the pit lane. Ian Chicka. Oh my god! Tell you what, patience is a virtue, but it nearly cost Liam Barker there. That was close. 7 temps up now is Dirk Luton. Aggressive and track across the line, up into P12. Nice lap by Dirk there. Who else is improving here? Rog Mack, it's one of our own, and so is Ramsey Ramirez as well. We'll just stick on board with Rog Mack as he is finishing up the lap. I do want you to all have a beautiful look at this livery in the meanwhile, and do give me your thoughts on this, because it's definitely one of the better ones. You are the Batman and Brodrin race team there of Rog Mack and the D-Man. Rog Mack P13 at the minute. And did Ramsey improve on his laps? I think he did. Up to P12 is the American driver. It's going. Currently improving at the minute is Owen. Also, of the pseudo racing boys, coming up through Conrad into the chase now. I've been watching him in qualifying, or rather in the practice session. Doesn't look like he's had as much practice as his compadres, and that's going to be an off track. He's going to have to rev up and go again. But it's always good to see a BMW out on track being represented. And I think just the background there, that may have been Tom setting a lap as well. So Tom Bentner's, this may be a quicker lap. He had the fastest one there. Yeah, it's now into the 2 minutes 04. I'm going to take a ride on board with Tom and just see where he gains his time. Well, it's not the camera we're looking for. I wish I could get rid of that one, and I'm going to. Alright, on board the pseudo racing driver, TPS. Up the mountain straight now into Griffins Bend. Important to get an early turn in. So again, Tom uses second there in the Aston Martin. We watched on board with Briz, they were using third, so a difference of gears as the boys are going into the cut-in now. First gear by Tom. Nice and tight there. Ass wiggling on the rear. Using every inch of track coming through the Frog Hollow. Into Skyline. Let's hold your breath time as we hit the S's. Slight knock into first there as we go through the dipper. Just to help slow the car down. My God. There'll be some purple livery on the side of that wall now. Into the Forest Elbow. Any chance of slight outbraking? No, maybe a kiss the wall there on the outside. Now in and up the Conrod straight. Keep a look at your bottom right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, of the KPH. This Aston Martin's going to reach. I'm going to say it's around 280. All depending on the wing and the setup, of course. 270, 280, 284, 285 we saw there. Nicely navigated through the chase there. And into the Murray's corner. Again, it's going to behoove absolutely everyone to try and find that extra bit of speed out on track, a bit of pace, a bit of space rather. Is this another quickest lap from Tom Bendis? It is into the 2-minute freeze. Nice job, but Richard Horse is competing in a minute. Jonathan Clifford into P6. Nice job from him. So obviously we're in qualifying. We've only got just under 7 minutes of this one to go. All the drivers on track aiming for setting the fastest laps as possible, really, and better positioning for the start of the race. Q will be important, as this tight and narrow track with the walls is very unforgiving. If you see an accident in front of you, it's going to be super hard to get away from that. But we'll be looking out for the ability for all our drivers to find clear space out on track. Again, if you haven't already, do hit the like button and get ready. So we're going trackside. We're on with Virtual Horse, a Lamborghini Evolution driver, the number 211. Andrew Brooker just coming out of the way there, and Rory with a flash of the lights appreciates that one. Mateus is, I think, just behind there as well. He's 1.9 up on his lap. Currently in P24 though. Rory is P14. Rory, keep this going. I think he's lost his gap, yeah, and he's indicated to come in, so let's just jump on board with Mateus, who gave Tom a run for his money last week. It's P2. Let's have a quick look at the lap times by all the boys there. I know that Tom set a 203, but we'll get some different graphics up here for you guys. Session best relative. Why not? So yeah, that's the time to beat, ladies and gentlemen. 2-minute free by Tom Venters. Mateus 6 tenths behind. Kevin 8. Andrew 1.3. Jonathan Clifford. Jan just coming up there too. So Jan knocks Andrew just down a spot. Appreciate the 20 people currently watching. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing, hitting that like button. It helps massively as the boys navigate back first for round number 4 of the GTC series. The Blue Hell consists of 23 corners spanning 6.2 kilometers, with a huge elevation change of up to 571 feet from its lowest to its highest point. Opened in 1938, with its first official race in 1949, featuring some of the best bits of tarmac and concrete in motor racing. Oh, Mateus takes a wide line. That is a big, big hit for the Aston Martin driver. I think fortunately for Mateus, we weren't on board with him. League admin, league coordinator Justin Bozoski now in the 44. Featuring some of the best bits of tarmac in racing. The chase, a very high speed section and often critical overtaking spots. Down to the S's, a series of fast and flowing corners that require all the drivers' full attention and skill. With the Conrad Straight, the fastest part of the entire circuit, where the GT3 cars will be at full throttle and maximum attack mode. Mateus just coming out in front there, so may have to let Justin go, yeah? Yeah, the blue flag's been waved, and very sportsmanlike from Mateus there, coming out of the way, but just into wind up and go again in the 992 Porsche. Let's just have a quick look, see if anyone's improving on the lap. Sky Blair is 4 tenths up, currently back in P23. That does look like the Conrad straight, right? Certainly is, and the McLaren 720S. Sky just navigating the chase now into the left-hander. It's a tricky braking point, especially if the braking point gets knocked away. I've been watching a lot of the practice this week by all the guys, and let me tell you, it's a very big mix of people that have experience here and don't. So it's going to be a battle of survival. Can Sky get himself up the leaderboard with the P22, sir? Nice job there, Sky. There's a position gained. Have a look at the delta and see if anybody else is improving. 0.6 up is Alan Brittle Brown. Point 7 up now. So it's definitely improving at the minute. I lose every bit of note that I had prepared. Across the line, where does this put the Englishman? Up into P5, a mighty effort there. Tell you what, from Briz to Peter, there's only 2 or 3 tenths separated, so a big battle happening between all the boys there. There's positions to be gained, just a tenth will see them improve up the order. Quick look at what Dirk Lucas's doing here, 0.5 of a second up. Into the final corner, I believe. You keep that going. This may see him improve up the order here into P12. A good chunk of time there by... well done. Kevin Hatch seems to also be stretching his legs a little bit here. Oh, Kev. Sante using every bit of the track. Let's get rid of that and put the deltas on, and you can see it, ladies and gentlemen at home, just how much these boys are improving and aren't improving. But Kev seems to have lost a tenth somewhere. And I think Kev's pulled off to a side, right? He has indeed, and into the pits. Andrew Brooker 1/10 up himself. Two temps up, found a bit of time through Forest Elbow. Good evening, racers, let's go. Gutted I can't take part tonight, but looking forward to watching Tom versus, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Tom's very difficult here. I know that from personal experience. Guys, very quick. And this is it. This is the final laps now for the boys out in front. I could just lose an attempt there. He just, oh, if he had that 4 tenths out of that corner, I think he'd have found his way right up to P4, but I think he's battling Briz here. Can he get a better exit? Out of Mirror's corner now, across the line. Will this see him improve? Yes! It knocks Briz down into P6, so Andrew Brooker's going to start in P5 of this grid. Is anybody out in there improving? Tom, I think, still on the lap. But takes his 3 attempts down, and Tom, this looks like it might be a 59. If he carries this on at a 0.3, a 0.4, we may see a 59 here. At Bathurst, point 2. Lost a little bit. Back up there through Forest Elbow. Welcome in Jamie Quinton as well. He's on the grid tonight. P11 at the minute. It's his birthday today. Happy 51st birthday to Jamie Quinton, the man from Runcorn. Well met. It's going to go dark, but slightly. Good luck, everyone, says Alan Bristle Brown. Appreciate that, boys. Tom 4 attempts up. Will we see a 59? He's kept that going. This could be on for a 59 here. Be good to see. But I don't think necessary at this point with Matthias not improving on his lap. This is the one, right? This is it. A 59.9 from the pseudo racing boys. Tom Venters, take a bow. Freeze just pulling off the side, and the last one up will be Ramsey Ramirez, but I think all those boys are pulling off to the side. They are indeed. So we're going to head out onto track. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Bathurst, we've got rid of the qualifying session. This is how it stands. Let's go through the order and see how we are. Tom Venters is going to lead the way in P1 tonight with a 59 on the clock. Nice job by him. We move over to the number 83 of Matthias there. The LSD limited speed driver, giving Tom a hell of a battle over in Barcelona. Moving back is Jan Matheson, the number 15 720S driver. Kevin Hatch Sante, my friend, second row of the grid. Andrew Brooker Pippin, Alan Bristle Brown to the post there. The number 1 current reigning champion, Alan Bristle Brown, the FRL driver, pipped at the end. The P6, not a shoddy position. Liam Barker, the king of the no practice squad. P7, hell of an effort. Jonathan Clifford, the 999 American driver. We're all sporting a little bit of ballast tonight. Peter Ackery, number 94 Ferrari driver. All back to Lucan, P10, 131. Jamie Quinton, happy birthday, 51 years of age today, as the number 9 Aston driver, followed by Ian Chica Thompson, representing Scotland. Ian Steinhaus, the 342 Ferrari, starts in P13 of this race. Alex Brooks, that's one for the Bucks. P14, expected to be a lot higher up than he was. Ramsey Ramirez is going to start off P15. Rachel Rory Horse, the 211 Lamborghini Evolution driver, P16, followed by Rog Mack, Batman and Brodgen, P17. Justin Porski, the number 44, short formation lap this time, it's Justin to blame. David Storr, the king of finding out every wall in this practice session. Greg Bowman, welcome to the championship, the number 49 Aston driver. Tom Turnstall, the number 98 720S driver, P21. Sky Blair, P22, the number 720S driver, must be going forward. Owen, the number 13 BMW M4 driver, welcome to the championship. And one of our own, Doug Tilley, P24, back in the grid. We will see how this one prevails. We're going to go on board with Tom Venters because he is going to be the man to lead us all away. I want to wish everyone good luck. It's going to be a battle in attrition. There is a red flag rule in effect for tonight if there is a big accident in turn number 1. Well, in turn number 1, on lap 1, if we lose half the field, there will be a red flag. Try and get a better camera angle of the boys as they all start. It's probably going to be better with Matthias and see everybody finishing off. So again, if you missed the start of this race, good evening motorsport fans and welcome back to round 4 here at Mount Panorama. Qualifying is done and that's your grid order for tonight. This is going to be highly anticipated and highly demanding for all the drivers. Yeah, known for its unforgiving nature and walls, the Blue Hell will be the biggest test for everybody for this season thus far. As the lights illuminate in the track, drivers' heart rate increase, make sure you buckle up, get ready, hit that like button. We're in for one hell of a 60-minute race. Leading the way, Tom Venters and Matthias on the first row of the grid. Can everybody make this round cleanly? For the love of Tom Cruise. And we are
green light.
Green, green, green at the Blue Hell. Into turn 1 now. Everyone just needs to be nice and steady now. It's a 1-hour race. Looking in the background there, does everyone get away with it? Big train of cars and everyone navigates Hell's Corner pretty bloody well. Up the mountain straight now. bit of elevation change and we go up and down the mountain straight into Griffin's Bend. Just a little look, a lot of drivers in the background. With a bit of an arrow there from Dirt Luke, and hopefully he's alright in this one. Blue flag's been waved, but I would ignore them for now. Hello to that Assetto Racing team. We've got all your boys out on track tonight. Mateus just losing out there, maybe just about in the dirty air. Brooker being hassled there by Liam Barker. It's so imperative these boys keep it out of the wall tonight. A lot of these drivers do have championship ballast on, meaning if you're oh, what did he get away with that? I'm just waiting to see if that Aston Martin is still there. It is. Thank God for that. Could have been a big accident by the boys there. But it's looking like we've got a good train of cars so far coming down the mountain. Up a position is Justin Pazowski there too. And he does have the likes of Ramsey Mears and who is that behind him? I think that's Ian Sugar Thompson. Look at the train of cars. This is wonderful to see. I think I don't want to say it, but I think we've got away with a massive lap one incident. Towards the front though, what's it looking like, Tom Winters? This is an unsolved sight for someone like Mateus and Jan and Kev and Brooker to watch Tom pull away. You really need to keep on him and keep in that draft for the time being. Jan has managed to keep with Tom for the first lap of this race. Jonathan Clifford, however, seems to be in a titanic battle. He does have the likes of the Aston Martin driver in front and Peter Ekin behind, as well as birthday boy Jamie Quinton. Tell you what, 51 years old and inside the top 10 positions. Doing Tom Cruise's work there. And so far, everybody out on track sticking with it. A few gaps here and there, but there's going to be racing up and down this field. I just pray that everyone sticks with it and everybody makes it to the end, regardless of whatever lead lap they're on. Good luck, well, keep it clean. Long race ahead. Yeah, 60 minutes here is it's no easy feat, right? It looks like Kev's going to have a bit of a train behind him. So without further ado, at this, the 992 driver hassling Sante in front. Kev P4 at the minute, but he does have the likes of Andrew Brook and Liam Barker. Alan Bristle Brown just about in the background there, and Jonathan Clifford holding on strong. Mateus as well, if you're listening, you're probably in like P10 or P11 where you have minus kilograms, so I won't worry about it too much. The mod admin team and league organisers do a great job here. I tell you what, this is going to be difficult now because the Mustang has got so much straight line speed. Yeah, the Mustang stretching its legs. Maybe the Porsche can do something on the brakes. Yet to be seen though. Let's have a look at the position delta and see the big winners and losers of lap 1, 2. Liam Barker up one spot. Jens is up 3. Ramsey's up 3 also. Just in the big winner so far, up 5 spots. Dirk down 4. Tom Venter stretching his legs, so a 201. And that's with race fuel on board, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic job. Not letting this one go so far. Looks like Jonathan very close to Brice, 0.4 of a second it's looking like from our perspective. Let's go on board with the Lamborghini Evolution driver. All around good guy, Pro LFM, split 1. On board with the Lamborghini Evolution driver for a lap round Bathurst. Jonathan carrying about 14 to 16 kilos of success ballast tonight. So by no means easy. Obviously you put the dirty air into context as well. It's super difficult to follow up here. Just seeing in the background there, Peter's sticking with the Lamborghini Evolution driver. Briz may have come off the gas just a little bit there as we enter Skyline. In Chicatomba and Alex Brooks, they all look super close too. And David Starr only 0.3 behind Mac. What is happening? Alex Brooks, I think there's been a big accident there. Sky Blair as well coming up on the radar so far. Let's have a look if the Lamborghini's gaining or losing anything right now. The Aston, I still think, is one of the quickest cars in a straight line on this track, barring the Mustang. YB, yes it is. It's Rich on my voice phone. Hello Richard. Hopefully well. Do smash the subscribe button, all that good stuff. As Ron Broad on a clip of the American driver in and through the chase, it looked like Liam got a little wide there. I didn't see any dust being thrown up by the BMW M4 driver, but definitely lost a little bit of ground there. We're going to have to go on board with Tom Turnstile as well, because he's very, very, very close. The rest of the boys, another fastest lap coming in there. Is that Justin Ramirez now? It is. Look at this, Ian Chica Thompson all over the ass end of him. We might see it move here. Oh, Justin in the 992 Porsche. Is he close enough to put a move on? Not quite. Backs out of it, which is unusual to see from the German Minister of Defence. Ian Chica Thompson's turn now. He's going to have a double draft coming up the mountain straight. Oh, there he goes. He's going to... Two trailer park girls go around the outside. Around the outside, it's going to be difficult for the 720S to hang it around the outside of Griffin's Bend. There's just not the camber here for the 720S driver. And there we go, the Porsche just getting the run out of there. Any other gaps to keep an eye on here? It looks like Craig and Rory, they're backed in. Owen's pretty close to Tom now. Again, watching Owen through practice, doesn't look 100% here, but is still giving it a go. And that is Tom Tunstall in front. A Liverpudlian driver, brand new to ACC. Through Frog Hollow here. A yellow flag somewhere in the lap. It looks like Jamie Quinton may be involved in something there. Let's have a quick look-see. Let's just have a replay of what happened here with this yellow flag. And since Jamie Quinton here, what happens here? Does he hit the wall? It's going through this bit. It looks like he got away with it, just a scrape then. I wonder where that is. Oh, he gets wild through there, keeps hold of it. Is he gonna... I may have escaped a lot of damage there than what he would have. He has pulled off to a side. Is he gonna put that in the pit lane there? I think he's kept on going. Look at this, Owen now through Conrad straight into the chase. He is on the outside coming into this left-hander. And yeah, not bad dude. Yeah, one of my phone's turning itself on and off. Owen now, all over the arse end of Tom. And Doug's come to join. There'll be yellow flags somewhere in the lap, so we just want to go take a quick look at the incidents just as they're coming in. Number 44, the yellow flag, and Rory, the yellow flag. Let's have a look what happened to Justin very quickly. I watched this, so I don't understand. No, it's not. It wasn't this lap. So what did happen here? Let's get loose on the exit. No, it's gone straight on the Porsche driver onto the brakes, and does he get it back round again? He doesn't. Very nice with Mac, giving him a bit of space there. And that is Brooks, I think, in the background there. He gave him some space. Meanwhile, back on the ranch, Doug is through on Owen. So not sure what had happened there, just as we were checking out the replay. Sod's law that we were checking one out there. Just while we've got a break in the action, because it's 0.6. I tell you what, Mateus maybe pulling this one back, right? Quick look up to our leaders. Yeah, Mateus has not let this one go. I tell you what, it might be close enough in the draft here to be very close by the end, but yeah, it's a bigger gap than it was. The Pseudo Racing boys spotting a new livery tonight, and Tom feels the need to try and break that draft. Is this a move for the lead of this race? These boys give us a hell of a show at Barca. Yeah, but minus a big move into the last corner. I think it's going to be as you were. Mateus gives him a little look there, so Tom not having it his own way at the minute. Don't want to miss a thing, especially for the lead of the race. However, I am seeing that Andrew Brooker and Kevin Hadge are extremely close. There's 0.2 between those boys. Look how close Mateus has found his way up here. This could be it, and yeah, Tom will going to have to force the Aston Martin and Mateus to go around the long way. Keeps it tight. Mateus on the outside. We've said no grip, no camber. Mateus knows this though. Backs off. Lives to fight another day. And as we jump onto the mountain section, there's just simply going to be nowhere for those boys to go. Andrew Brooker though and Kev seem to be being a good fight here too. And they certainly are. Just in front as well, it's Jan. He's not got too far in front of these boys yet, but there is a gap forming. 992 and the Mustang seem very evenly matched. I think the Mustang's just going to have the legs on a straight line. As I try and put the YouTube chat back on very quickly. Yeah, very difficult to follow at this bit, especially with the dirty air. Watch that battle just petering out just a tiny bit. However, it's looking like John Clifford and Ellen Bristol Brown. They're starting to resume their fight. As we come through the S's and into the Dipper. Full bit of track. John just seems to have that car set up a little better really. We may see it move if you can keep it together through Forest Elbow. Oh, he's close. He's super close. Oh, Briz super wide. The Aston's got the legs, but the Lamborghini definitely in the draft right now. Mateus, 0.3, 0.4 of a second. That's the lead battle at the minute. Doesn't look like at this point in the race, Lamborghini has the legs quite far, but we do know that Jonathan, being P2, P3 or P4 in the championship, is carrying a lot of ballast compared to these boys. He's carrying almost 14 kilos of ballast. So he's carrying extra weight tonight because of where he is in the championship. That's how the championship is run, on success ballast. Further up you are, the more you have. Just trying to keep it even across the board. Ian Chica Thompson, however, he seems very close. We'll just keep an eye on the exit here and see if John can maybe get somewhere near him. It's looking tight. It's looking super tight. Like, this might be an opportunity here. It might force Briz to go bloody defensive, but this may be a move here for the Lamborghini Evolution driver. He needs to get that inside line. Surely Bristol's not going to give it to him, and he doesn't. He takes the centre of the road, and the Lamborghini will have to stick around him, at least for the mountain part. Ian Chica Thompson, 3 attempts here. He's fighting tooth for nail with Ramsey as they head up through the mountain straight into Griffin's Bend now. Battles happening all over the track now. Roger Mack into the pit, roaring into the pits. Oh, better exit for Chica though there, to be honest with you. Good line. And Chica impressing at Bathurst. Back with it, John. That seems to be closing down on Briz again. So we'll come over to that battle. I think John just a lot better coming down the mountain initially than the Aston driver is. And we get onto that straight again, but he proved at turn 1 there, the exit. If he could get the exit right, he could maybe challenge the Aston Martin. But I think the Lamborghini Evolution driver is just going to be happy at this point in the race to have somebody to aim for and somebody to race. Mateus taking the fastest lap of the race as well. I didn't see that coming. I think that gap's just a little too big at the minute. Providing something magical happens onto the brakes through the chase. Aston's just about holding on. Everybody doing a fantastic job at the minute. But after this, if you are tuned in onto the YouTube channel, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for being a part of it. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. If you haven't liked it, consider liking it. If you're one of the drivers watching this one back, smash the like button. More eyes and ears on the race. More eyes and ears watching these boys do their thing. But as it stands, Jonathan Clifford just happened to sit behind the FRL livery of the Aston Martin there in front. Briz doing a good job. Not easy to keep someone like Jonathan Clifford, backs of experience behind him, but doing a good job. Briz, a little bit more practice than most people this week, as he had a race here, I think yesterday, or the day before. And Mateus looks 0.2 of a second as well, so I'm going to jump over to the lead battle, because I don't think there's going to be anything to be barring Briz having maybe an accident through there. And Jan, I think, is catching, right? Yeah, it's 9.6. It sounds a lot closer there, Jan. Just no, that was Sky, so they're lapping already. A lot of the boys that are streaming tonight, Arctic Fox on YouTube, also streaming. Jonathan Clifford on his YouTube channel, also streaming. Dad Does Racing, also streaming. Andrew Brooker, also streaming, all on YouTube. Search them up, give them a subscribe, give them a like. All top drivers, all top guys. Fun to be around. Stick with us after the show as well, as we'll interview each driver from all... well, every driver that stays in it, basically. We'll try and get a few words from all them guys. See how the race was from their perspective. Apparently that's what 0.8 of a second looks like. That is not 0.8 of a second, trust me. But Tom holding on, the purple sector livery tonight. And Jonathan Clifford forever closer. But at the minute, Tom just about holding on. So it's difficult to say at the minute. Is Tom just waiting his time, letting them tyre pressures come up? 0.2 now. Alan Brown and Jonathan Clifford. Much better exit though from the Lamborghini Evolution driver. 14 people like the stream. Thank you to all the 14 drivers that have. Is John coming into the pits? He is. That's Johnny pit lane. You've got to think it's early pit. He's probably thinking he's getting held up here a bit, so some tactics going on by the Lamborghini Evolution driver. Back with it. Closest battle, Jamie Quinton and David Starr at the minute. Just look to the left-hand side of your screen. The graphics for the number one is their pit stops. They have to take one pit stop. Once they've taken the pit stop, it will go green. For the likes of Dirt Luke and Sky Blair, Roger Mack, Rory Horse and Alex Brooks all taking their pit stops. Bit of damage on the front of Ian Chica Thompson's car now. Doug Tilley. Is he right up there? Yeah, he's P2. P20, P21. Jesus Christ. Let's go Swifty J in the house. I see Sunderland got beat today, finally. I do look. Now, Jamie Quinton in a predicament at the minute because he has the likes of David Starr in front of him. David Starr's been quite the wild horse. What is happening up front? Why is Jan? Why is Jan? Bear with me a second. Jan and Kev. So my understanding was Jan was in front of this battle. Kev's got to have taken that position, right? No, we have a flag somewhere in the lap for David Starr. Jan trying to fight back now, down the Conrad straight into the chase. He's not going to be close enough. Kevin's on the beepers, trying to get the traffic out of the way. We'll get the hurry up at the minute. Nothing doing. Let's see if we can find where that happened. So I'm trying to look for it now. It would have been the number 15. I've got nothing come up on there. I have a yellow flag. Here we go, actually. This might have been it. So what happens to Jan Matheson now as he comes over the mountain? This will explain it. Because that's just Kev behind him. So this is Jan currently in P3. Oh, he gets it wrong. Oh, he's going to keep it out of the wall. It's a little tap there. He tries to save it. Has to go through the escape road. Difficult if you're on the bumps, and that is how Kevin Hatch managed to take that position. However, Jan's a man on a mission at the minute with the Frenchman in front. It's super, super close. Mateus is 0.3 of a second. I think they're coming over the mountain, however. So Jamie Quinton is trying to hassle David Starr here too. Roger back pits, Alex Brook into the pits. That's the second time, right? It's got to be. A yellow flag somewhere around on track. It was an accident between, I think, Alex Brooks and Roger Mack. Just while we've got a second in the traffic, let's just see what actually happened here in the replay system of Roger Mack. Oh! Whoa, just did. Oh! No! Oh. I think that was teammate on teammate. And oh my god, nowhere for Alex Brooks to go. Oh, what a hit. That's going to be whiplash for Alex. Let me tell you, with nowhere to go, that guy deserves some luck. Seriously, he's had a torrid time with us. He's been one of the quicker drivers, always right up there. And then, sod's law, he ends up with a bloody drive-through, or stop and go, or some sort of penalty. But absolutely nothing Alex Brooks could do about that then. Not short of being Mystic Meg and knowing that was in front of him. That was a hard hit. And I just want to know what happened at the start of that incident between Roger Mack and between David, who are teammates, by the way. Looks like Andrew's catching up here as well. And Liam's not let this one go in P6. Fantastic job. But Mateus, 0.2 of a second. Let's go and have a look at the lead battle of this race. Mateus currently on a 20, doing a 2:07, his fastest lap of the race, and look, it's not petered out quite yet. 22 people watching the stream. If you haven't already, do consider hitting that like button. It helps out massively. Mateus Welch, the limited speed drivers from Germany, is pressuring Tom Ventus now. It's so close. These two give us a performance over at Barcelona, with Mateus just getting the edge of Tom. With a back marker there of a 720S just coming out of the way. It wasn't intentional by any means. Tom had drifted out wide. The slightest of taps have sent the Aston Martin around, collected Mateus as well, and I think Tom just ended up with a lot more damage. But these two here locked in an eternal fight. Mateus needs to keep it pretty clean coming out of here. What's the gap? 0.4, so he will have the draft here. It's going to be super close now. This may be an opportunity coming up the Conrad straight into the chase. But again, you've got two equal bits of machinery. It's only setup and the person driving them that separates them. So regardless of kind of what they do, 287 from that Aston Martin there of Mateus. That was nearly 290. Craig Foreman hunting down Jonathan Clifford, but Jonathan has done his mandatory pit stop. He came in early. Remember, he was trying to make the jump on Alan Brown. See how that one pans out just a little bit. It says, little look now as they're entering Hell's Corner. Flames coming out the side of the Pseudo Racing boys, and again, I'm thinking this is going to have to, yeah, it's forcing Tom to take that tight line, which he needs to. If you're on the left-hand side here and trying to go around the outside into Griffin's Bend, it's just not doable, man. And Tom has to go defensive. Mateus once again probably going to have to lift here. He tries it. He tries to go around the outside, but he's going to lose out on the exit. Tom using every inch of track. I was going to say, well, we've got a break in the actual in the racing, but it doesn't seem to be. A little bit of understeer there. The end seems to be very close to P2. He with a lot of damage on his car. Come on, cameraman, don't take the day off. Again, a solid defense there from Pirakum just in front. Jan's doing a fantastic job. P9 up 4 positions. While I can take a breath, a quick word from our championship sponsor, BP Tuning. Are you looking to elevate your gaming experience in ACC or the new Le Mans Ultimate Racing Sim? Then look no further than bptuning.net. As one of the premier setup websites, they offer the very best setup for all the cars in both racing titles, ensuring you have the competitive edge out on track. And that's not all. BP Tuning also provides coaching lessons to help you hone your skills and improve performance. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newcomer to sim racing, their expertise and guidance will take your gameplay to the next level. You can find all the setup links and coaching links in the description below. Oh, Peter. He's being hassled here. Jens has got the hurry on up 4 and he really wants that 5th. He's going to be close enough. Again, it's kind of like the Aston Martin and Aston Martin battle we've got for P1 and 2 of the race at the minute. You've got 2 equal bits of machinery, the Ferrari. It's really down to how much wing either one of those boys are running at the minute. I think Alan just throwing up a bit of dust there as he cut through the chase. Nevertheless, Jens doing a fantastic job. It's good to see the Ferrari driver right up there. Better drive though. There might be a move coming in to Murray's corner. Oh, a switchback maybe. Yeah, one move to defend, and he did a grand job there. Instinct would have been to cut back as soon as he possibly could. But I am seeing damage on the front splitter of that Ferrari. And Jens is the shark in the water with a minute smelling blood. Maybe at this point in the race with 35 minutes gone, Jens is going to start thinking about maybe doing a strategic pit stop, coming out into some fresh air and putting some faster lap times in to try and get the undercut maybe on Peter Ackery. Maybe Peter's thinking the same thing, to try and come in and get a fresh pair of boots. maybe get the hurry on and pull a gap again. As it stands, they're coming around the mountain when she comes, and they're super close to each other. 0.3 of a second between Mateus and Tom in front too. Oh, Jens managed to get that one stopped. Oh, it was close coming in there, man. Coming down the mountain, there's nowhere to go really. It says 0.8 of a second at front, so I don't know what's quite wrong on there. We do have a yellow flag somewhere on track as well. That's the battle at the minute. David Starr into the pit. Owen, also Ramsey and Craig all into the pit to take their scheduled manual pit stop. I've got a little action here. I want to see what that yellow flag was with our replay system. Board with Dirk. Down 6 spots at the minute. But again, he has taken his scheduled pit stop. The only guy taking his pit stop at the minute that is technically in front of Dirk is Jonathan. It was a hit. Oh, it was a snap, man, but no damage. Maybe a little bit of pride damage there, but Dirk lives to fight another day. Mateus into the pits. You've got to think Tom's going to try and cover off Mateus here. They're fighting. They were super close to each other. Meanwhile, Jens and Peter again super close to each other. I do want to keep an eye on Tom though. Off Owen and Craig into the pits. They're just stop up and gone. Oh, there you go. Peter comes into the pits. Jens thinks about it. Now this is it for Jens. He's really got to put the hammer down now and try and pull as much of a gap and as much pace as he definitely did have there to see if he can get the overcut on Peter Ackery. But the important couple of laps now coming in for Jens Stahlhaus. Let's see if he manages to actually cut Peter in when he comes into his stop. Nice job. Justin seems very, very close out on track too, so we'll move over, but we do want to keep an eye on Jens and also keep an eye on the race leader, Tom. Justin Brzozowski, number 44. Doing a fantastic job in all fairness. He's not managed to put many laps together this week in practice. I don't want to Murray Walker him at all, but he's doing a good job. Well done to Justin, the lead coordinator. Well, I think that's brown behind him, right? And that must be where the blue flags are coming from, right? Is it? Yeah, there's absolutely nowhere for Justin to go on the mountain. That is Jamie Quinton in front, so they're kind of fighting for position there. But Alan Brizzle Brown, who is up in P6, is going to want to find his way past Justin. Now just keep an eye out on where Tom is out on track, because he's got traffic coming up too. I think he might be behind these battle, you know, I'm not sure, but still in the pit is Peter. Seems like a long stop. Here comes Alan Brizzle Brown, who's trying his best. And that's very, very fair of Justin Brzozowski, the number 44, to let Briz down and get on with his race at the minute. Big respect. Where's Tom at the minute? Is he winding up and go again? Tom's into the pit lane. Tom's into the pit lane. Right, so let's go on board with Mateus. Where is he out on track? He doesn't want to lose any time here coming into traffic. None whatsoever. Oh, could this be the difference of maybe getting caught up here into the braking zone? I think it's going to be. So we are looking, he does a good job though, he comes out of the way as soon as he comes. We're just looking on the left hand side here. We're kind of expecting Thompson coming out the pit lane. On the left hand side now, we'll just see. There goes Tom. So Tom managed to do it. That would have been super, super close there. But yeah, traffic. Not on Mateus' side, but it's not over. We've still half this race to go. Go, Brooks, go. I believe in you, says Amanda. Amanda, it's brilliant to see you. And to have you in, as always. It's good to see you cheering on Alex there. Alex, again, he's been super unlucky. I've watched a crash earlier on, and he just came up on it with nowhere to go whatsoever. Alex, honest to God, if you're watching this one back, you deserve a lot of luck, my dude. I think yellow flag out for the number 46. And that would have been Doug Tilley, so we've got a little lull in the action. Let's have a look what happened to Doug here. Okay. And that's Mateus giving him a flash, he wants to get by. What happens here? Surely... Okay, well, hopefully that was just the full entire yellow flag and not something that's happened afterwards. He's just let one of the dudes through. That's perfect. Duck Tilly, Trevor the Sportsman now. Still yet to take the pit stop is Kevin Hadden, Brooker, Liam Barker, Alan Bristol Brown, Jan Matheson, who has a yellow flag somewhere out on track. It's not good. But that battle looks like it's going to heat up once again, so we'll keep on top of it. Sky Blair, yellow flag. Number 7 and the number 8. And number 8's Liam, right? What happened here? I think they're both involved in it. So there's an accident definitely happened here. This is Sky Blair, American driver. Oh! Onto the brakes, and the car just snaps into the forest elbow. Hopefully you can keep that one going, but I do want to know what happened with Liam there, because I have a yellow flag for Liam while we're at it, so... Yeah, lean back. Come on, cameraman. It's an odd place if it's going to be into Murray's corner, right? How? Right, he's coming into the pit lane, so I think this is just registered cutting over the of the pit entrance pitch, which is absolutely fine as long as you get the car stopped. It's not an issue whatsoever. Oh, Matthias. Super close, and just in front there, I think that's another pseudo racing driver, and I think, judging by his line there, it looks like he's going to let both these boys go. Super wide, super big thank you to the Aston Martin driver there. That's very sportsmanlike if he doesn't get involved in the lead battle and has let that one race on for all the guys. Thank you very much. Jonathan Clifford is chasing down Liam Barker, 0.3, 0.4 of a second. And again, there's still some cars in front to take the pit stop. Whether it would allow Liam and Jonathan to catch up and maybe gain a position, I don't know at the minute. Tom Tunstall into the pit as well as Jan. Jan is having a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you, because he's down all the way down there. There must have been another yellow flag somewhere. Yeah, there was. Let's just quickly have a quick look. What happens to Jan here? Why is he going... No. Is he out of fuel? Is he out of fuel? He sounds like he's out of fuel. Is he going to put his foot down here? He's out of fuel. I'm almost positive of it. I think Jan's out of fuel. It's an odd one for the drivers not to be on top of it, especially someone of Jan's caliber as well. Gap just not close enough at the minute for Jonathan and Liam. Over 0.5 of a second. Ramsey. Pete Record doing a fantastic job. The skyline through the S's now and into the big famous dipper. It's Ferrari on Ferrari. It's like Jeremy Quinton's hassling Tom as well. Oh, brothers from another mother's those boys there. The prize at the minute, David Bloody Starr. But I mean, not sure what happened to Matt there. Sky Blair into the pit, I think for the second time, or maybe not come out after that one. So Godfordona trying to chase down the pride of America. And Ramsey hold on. Peter, now he's got the car fixed. He definitely had a moment, right? Because I'm almost sure Peter were fighting. And he was fighting with Jens, right? And that was for P8, or P7 at the time. So I think something's happened in the pit stop where it's taken him a little bit more time to try and get past. Change of position there between Tom and Jeremy Quinton. Maybe coordinated between the boys. Tom, we've had a flag out on track. What has happened to Tom? Yeah, Tom turns the ritual horse. Massive yellow flag here. The number 98. Let's have a quick look. It gets a bit loose coming through the S's into the dipper now. This is where we'll see the pass from Jeremy. I'm sure as he got on the brakes here at Forest Elbow and we've seen what happened to Sky. Yes, it's a repeat of what happened to Sky there. It's easy to do. And it's really a compromise when it comes down to the setup as well of how well you get around something like that. It's super, super easy to do though, and Tom should feel no shame. Again, Tom, it's his first season doing any sort of league, and scratch that, Tom, it's his first couple of races on ACC. For an absolute amateur that Tom is, and that's no disrespect for him, it's just his amount of experience he's got on the game, he's bloody flying and giving it everything, and we'd love to see that from all the new drivers. This championship open to all new drivers, providing you're clean, down to the very experienced drivers. And speak of the devil, Jonathan Clifford, the 999. I'm sure this is why Jonathan pitted, because he was in a fight with, I think it was Liam Barker. I'm not, don't quote me on it, but I'm almost sure he was in a fight there. And look at Briz. No, he wasn't. He was in a fight with Briz. That was it. And look at that. Briz just coming out the pit lane. The Lamborghini driver's pulled an absolute blinder there on the pit stop strategy and has managed to jump Alan Brizzle Brown. The Lamborghini driver showing his experience there. Briz with it all to do, but he's going to have fresher tyres in the next, what, 23 minutes? Kevin Hatch yet to still take his pit stop. Tom's pulling out a 1.3 gap, which kind of looks menacing at this point. Hopefully Mateus can get back in the draft there and give the pseudo racing driver a race to the end. These boys at the minute being a league of their own. There are people and drivers out on this track that could battle with the pair of them. I'm almost positive of it. But as it stands, Tom and Mateus have been absolutely impeccable. So Kevin Hatch is into the pit lane. And he had the lead on Jans, because Jan made a mistake there. But let me just quickly look while we have a second, because it looks like Liam pulled out quite a bit of gap there. Let's go on board with yellow flag from Justin. No. Got board of Andrew Brooker going to the cockpit camp. Apologies for this loudness here. I just want to see where Kevin's going to come out here. It's Tom and Mateus are already through. The 20 people currently watching the stream, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Will Kevin come out in front of Andrew Brooker? You have to find out as he comes through Maria's corner now, down the main straight and into Hell's corner. We're going to be looking on the left-hand side. Kevin's out the pit lane. Kevin's out the pit lane. So we're going to see the gap now of just how much. There he is, just in front. And Kevin's just enough. He's on the podium spots with 21 minutes to go. But it's not as simple as that. He's got to keep it out the bloody walls for 20 odd minutes too. Which is easier said than done. Close battle out on the track is Peter and Ramsey again. These two haven't let this one go. Is he going to try on the brakes? He is! Ramsey does see him coming, gives him room. A bit of a knock though. He does take a bit of curb there. Peter is going to feel maybe hard done by with that one, but again, I do think it was fair considering. Not everyone's going to share that same sentiment, I guess. Peter's got it all to do again. TPS driver and pseudo racing team is going to rev up and go again. Tom into the pit. Is he just fixing that damage or has he retired the car? I'm not sure. Still, 23 drivers in this race and 23 started. Not everyone wanting to risk the pit lane, the penalty for the next race. If you obviously quit out early, you will have a qualifying ban for the next race. Boy's doing a fantastic job, so while we've just got a second, we'll move forward and have a look at Tom Venters, who's good lap at the minute. The gap behind him 1.6, so Tom doing everything he can. Last lap around though, fastest middle sector for the pseudo racing driver. Game crash, PC crash, power supply crash, everything just got. I saw you have a yellow flag and then I saw you disconnect, Justin. You were doing alright there. Alright, just Doug to take his registered pit stop now. And it looks like Tom has either done something blinded with the setup or that fuel load's coming down. One of the two at the minute. Car 98 with a yellow flag, and that would have been Tom, right? It would. Alright, 2 on 1 lap, so hang on a minute. Where was this? The boys probably not going to be liking this replay. That would look like a wiggle onto the entry of Griffin's Bend there. Oh. What was that? That looked like a disconnect, right? Felt like a wheel disconnect. Fastest sector 3 last time around. Tom's now stretching the pseudo legs. It's like Ramsey and David Starr pretty close. That is the closest battle we've got out on track at the minute, so we're going to keep an eye out. Batman and Brodgen team with just David left in, fighting for the pride of the team at the minute. Ramsey giving David a look on the inside, nothing doing as they exit and enter Murray's corner up the main straight. Ramsey with it all to do. David's not been feeling this one when it comes to the pit lane, just the race in general. Not had the best of luck in practices, but he's still holding on to a solid position here. And I tell you what, I think David's got about 10 kilos of ballast as well, so not easy for the 720S driver at all. But this would be a fantastic result if he holds on, but it's not having it his own way at the minute. He does have Ramsey Marrero behind him, and just in the background there, flames coming up. Tom Bennett's the fastest lap of the race at 18 minutes to go, at 2:05. Look at the drive that Ferrari gets out there. Nowhere to go though. No feedback from my wheel, can't continue with the number 8. Listen, I saw it, I watched the replay, and I was like, how has he done that? And I thought it was a wheel disconnect, Tom. It looked like a disconnect from the wheel, so we watched the replay on the stream. 720S throwing some flames. See, oh, he's wide. Oh, yes, he is. And that's Ramsey round. Oh, give him room. There goes Peter. The slightest mistake coming out of Forest Elba. Now, how has Peter managed to get this sort of drive here? Is he going to chance it down the outside? Remember, these two are having a fantastic battle into this section of track. Peter definitely with the legs at the minute, I think. Good battle happening there. And Tom, it looks like he's extended that lead. It looks like a 3.5 second gap at the minute. Yeah, did quite okay apart from the one-city crash, which cost me 64 seconds of repair time. Yes, Bathurst is unforgiving. David Starr is looking. Thinks better of it. But yeah, we saw that one, Tom, on the stream as well, buddy. That sucks. There's literally nothing you can do about it. And it's just one of those things when it comes down to sim racing, just a technical fault there. But like I said, we watched the replay and it certainly looked like a wheel disconnect to me. I said it at the time as well, so it sucks, man, because I was watching the episode. Oh, how much camber is he running? Because David's at the wall too. It's all going off here with 16 minutes to go. What is happening? He looked like he just got dragged up inside that wall there. An interesting place to have an accident once the corner was already semi-complete. But as it stands at the minute, David Starr P12, down 2. Let's have a look at the big winners and losers so far of positions gained. Up 5 is Jens, having a fantastic one. Jonathan's clawed his way up 2 spots too. 2 spots too? Should be a poet and I didn't even know it. Ramsey up 5 as well. David Starr up 7. Owen's gone up 8. Doug up 7 spots as well, so huge congratulations to those guys with 15 minutes still left on the clock. Let's not count our chickens until they've actually hatched. Gap looking kind of like a second at the minute. That's Rory just in front of them, and I'm sure it's a blue flag, and I'm sure he'll just come right out the way of that battle. The 2-1-1 with a round of applause there, the Lamborghini Evolution driver. Not wanting to get in battle. And it looks like a bit of front end damage on the front of Pitt's car now, causing a little bit of understeer. See if we can see that sun at any point. Looks like the clouds just about helping out the drivers. So yeah, Thompson still a bit of IT failure there in his part. Oh, Alex Brooks still going. Want to give everyone a fair shake that turned out tonight. Alex Brooks at the minute P22 had nowhere to go coming up the mountain with a big crash in front of him. Has kept it going, kept it planted. The number 2 BMW M4 driver. Big thank you for keeping it on track and going. Rod Schmack, part of the Brackman and Brodgin team, also involved in a couple of incidents tonight. P21 moved at the order to P20 is Sky Blair. Just as I say that, I think Rod Schmack was involved in an accident. And that's him into the pit. Oh my god, have I just witnessed another accident? He's not going to thank me for it. What happened to Mac here? Definitely the winner of the thumbnail of the season so far. Oh, that's a big hit. Oh, and that was a... What's the guys that... Look at bloody Alex behind as well, like, oh my god, not this again. Alright, moving forward, we've got Rory, Ritual Horse there, the 211. Still going out on track as the Evo driver, Ian Chica Thompson. The number 55 Scotsman, P18. Doug Tilley, moving up the order from last on the grid, P17 at the minute. Be an interesting result if he can keep hold of it. I just need to move my eyes forward though. Ramsey seems to be very close. And that's Dirk in front. So Craig Foreman, Owen, Jay Quinton, Jan Matheson, David Starr, Peter Rackley, Ramsey Ramirez who are on board with at the minute, and Dirk Lucan. Dirk P9. Stream elements, photo stream with a like. Yeah, all that jazz. 12 minutes of this race to go and I can put my poorly head to rest. Going up 8 spots. Closest battle out on track is these boys at the minute. Tom has absolutely put the nitrogen oxide button on with 6.2 back to Mateus behind. Those two definitely the class of the field so far. Kevin Hatch holding on to his podium spot. Andrew Brooker 3.5 seconds behind, you know, so it's not a foregone conclusion in the last 10 minutes. Can the 992 driver start putting his foot down a little bit? And I'm sure he is pushing every step of the way for a podium. It'd be a good result. Oh, whoa, Ramsey having a look there. Dirk seen it coming. Didn't know if the move was coming. And I can hear David just behind him. I'm almost positive of it. Hopefully the audio levels are better tonight. Big thank you for everyone that tuned in on the YouTube channel to watch this race unfold. Massive thank you to everyone that has supported tonight as well. Just either commented, like, John became a member. I think there were 4 months a member from Graham as well. So a big thank you to those boys. But most importantly, I think a big thank you to every single one of the drivers that have given up their time on a Saturday to be part of this championship and come here at Bathurst and Racefield. He's looking. Ramsey at the inside. Oh, is Peter going to try and follow suit? He has to go defensive. That was a tough Dirk just turning in a tad too early there with, what is it, on the inside of him, and he's gone down a spot. So at that point it's up to Ramsey when he turns into the corner. These two will live to fight another day. Dirk just about holding on with the tyres as well. See if Dirk can get himself back in the fight and hold on to the 2 Ferraris out in front. Slightest a touch. Hats off to Dirk though, he did try and fight that one. I think barring an accident at the front, Tom's got this one sewn up. But again, this is Bathurst and it takes no prisoners. I've just noticed that Andrew Brooker has taken over 6 to 7 tenths out of Kevin Hatch there. And it looks like it was a fight between Jan and David back there too. Ramsey just trying to break that draft. Do like the LED on the front of Peter Schuyler as well. Nothing doing, so let me just quick look at what that gap looks like between Kevin. Will there be a fight on here? Kevin has started to respond though, he's 2 tenths up on this lap. I do hear the 992 in the background. There he is. So with 8 minutes to go, the Blue Hell Bathurst consists of 23 corners, and believe me, we've seen absolutely every one of them tonight, spanning 6.2 kilometers, with huge elevation changes of 571 feet from its lowest to its highest point. Opened in 1938 with its first official race in 1949. Don't quote me, but I think that was the first Australian Grand Prix there. Maybe I should know that information. Featuring some of the best bits of tarmac and concrete in motorsport history. The Chase, a very high-speed section that we just navigated there, Kev. A critical overtaking spot. Up on the mountain to the S's, a series of fast and flowing corners that require all the drivers' full attention and skill. The Conrad Straight. It's coming up to the Chase, the fastest part of the entire circuit, with the GT3 cars will be at full throttle and maximum attack mode. A chance for us in the commentary box to just see how much wing a lot of these cars have out on track. But Kevin definitely responded the last lap around, green sector 1, the green sector 2, and is just losing some bit on acceleration, but yeah, I think he gained a 10th just the last lap around, so. Peter and Ramsey still at it. Watchback into the pit lane and I think retired, and I would imagine retired after that into Skyline too. It's a shame to have the Australian driver out of this one. A yellow flag somewhere in the lap for the number 7, and that is Sky that we've got on there. Let's have a quick look at what happened here with Sky. Up 2 spots. It's been a touch over the mountain. Was that the yellow flag maybe, the scrape we just saw? No, it's got to be here, right? Oh, that McLaren looks like a tricky lady tonight. Well, this American driver, but it does escape without any damage on the car. Kev is just going to come up on a bit of traffic now. Straight round is the French driver. Kev from Colmar, France, big Santa to you and the wife. It's like Jan about to come up on Dirk here, 1.5, so not too much in it. But a 720S driver, but down 9 spots after a tricky incident for the Danish driver. Hunting the Ferrari down. Front end damage on Dirk's car there. Took a whopping 4 tenths out of the German driver that time around. Oh, Dirk super wide into the dipper through the S's. 0.5 of a second, we may be seeing an overtaker down the Conrad Straight here. Can Jan claw his way up to P11? Meanwhile, back on the ranch, looks like Peter and Ramsey are super close to each other too, but I suspect this might be a pass here. Dirk, very fair driver, but will defend his position. Oh, chance of squeezing. Now you got to be careful on the inside of here, there is a bump if you're on the inside where the Ferrari is. Onto the brakes. Some wise driving by both of them. Dirk very fair there, just giving the room. Can Jan now carry that momentum around the outside. I've got to say, Dirt was very, very fair there. Should a move actually have happened, Jan would have had plenty of space to do it, so hats off to Dirt Luke from there. But the space given out on track. I have to move forward though, because these two are fighting too. Peter Ramsey not let this one go. This is for P9 out on track with just over 4.5 minutes to go now. We're getting into the nitty-gritty, probably 2 or 3 laps left of this race. To try and make a move, the number 94. Oh, another touch there on the outside. Yeah, just the exit. Oh, it's Ramsey got it wrong. There's going to be a big touch there. Oh, that's such a shame for Peter. There's not a lot that I think Ramsey could have done about that. He was wet and wild on the exit there of the cut-in. Peter's made it work. Hopefully not too much damage on that car. He'll rev up and go again. Peter Racker finds himself into P9 now. Two of the racing boys well represented tonight, and I think just in the background, Ian Chuka Thompson and Doug Tilley are by each other coming up to the chase. There was a big hit there on Doug. Doug managed to keep it going in the right direction. I think very fair of Chuka there is worried for Doug to get going again. Just a mistiming on the brakes there from the Scotsman. Just showing the level of competition between all of the boys out on track now. Everyone wants to gain that position, everybody wants to make that overtake, but they want to do it fairly. Meanwhile, Jonathan Clifford and Liam Barker are going to be super bloody close here. I think they may have just overtaken the Aston. 1.2 showing. Let's spell out on track. Tell you what, Liam with the limited practice that he's actually had tonight, done a fantastic job. What's happened there? Why is Peter gone back down again and Ramsey's in front? We've got big yellow flags here between the 94 and the 17. What is happening? What is going on? Jan's even got involved in this. He's on the ass end of it.
The window is now closed.
Oh, thank you for that, race director. We're going to take a look at the replay. We're just going to make sure nothing happens as we come up the mountain straight into Griffin's Bend. It's a big old fight. Oh, that was a send, and that's going to put Peter into the wall. That's such a... Yeah, that's not a great move there for the Ferrari driver of Ramsey Ramirez on Peter Racker. Peter's going to definitely feel done by with that move there. But let's just grab a quick Lucy at what did happen there. Well, we saw this, yeah. So this is the move I saw before, but there was a move for position also. So yeah, I think Sky... Is it not Sky? No, sorry. It's Ramsey just on the right hand side there, and he tags the pseudo racing driver around, and yeah. That there from the Ferrari driver. Not great from Ramsey. There's probably going to be a Stewart inquiry, I think, on that one. But just before that, there was another hit, and I just wanted to make sure what that was. No, that's it again. Apologies for the replay system, we will check it out. Is that showing us just from a different angle? Yeah, it is. Anyway. We'll have to Stewart's in, we'll check it out as we're going from. Where is Tom Venters in this one? We're going to have to jump on board with him because he is on the last lap of his race. Tom Ventures, TPS, the pseudo racing guys. Just a couple of corners to navigate now, coming through the Murray's corner, into the left-hander, and through the main fit straight to finish this race. Is there going to be another? There's going to be another lap, surely, with 33 seconds to go. Maybe not. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I believe there's going to be... Yeah, another lap. We had a last lap of the race there. By the race steward. I'm almost positive of it. So as long as Tom can keep it out of some sort of trouble here, then we're good to go. But, yeah, one more lap to go. And the ACC boys, look at this. Look at this. With one more lap to go... Andrew Brooker and Kevin Hodge are going to fight this one out. No time has to go over the line, so surely they're going to get one more lap to figure this one out for the last podium spot. It's on. Yeah, one more lap to go by the boys. Why has it got Mateus so far down there? What has happened there? We've had an accident. Let me just quickly check what happened to Mateus here. What happened? Oh no, he's run out of fuel, right? He's not accelerating. He's in gear 3. He's... No? What's happened? Why is he... He's got to be on bare fuel here, trying to nurse that car home. That gap's coming down all of the time now. I do want to jump on board. I don't want to miss Tom coming across the line. But just keep an eye on that ball, because Kevin and Brooker are catching Mateus big time. Big time. And I think Mateus is out of fuel, and I think Kevin and Brooker are going to overtake him. It's got to be. It's 0.1. It's under a second. I'm going to take nothing away in the minute, though. We will be on board with Tom Ventures, and the Assetto Racing team is going to bring it home. He's very mindful of the battle that's happening in front of him. He's chilling this one out and bringing it to the line. Well done to Tom Ventures, the 16 Aston Martin driver, P1 at Bathurst. Well done to you, my friend. Class act, the Assetto Racing boys. Look at that. Mateus is nursing the car home, not a lot of fuel in it, but it's allowed Kevin Hodge and Andrew Brooker to get on the podium spots now. Yeah, Mateus, no fuel in that car, 100%. Look, chasing Kevin down to the line here. Oh, with Mateus probably out of fuel in a very, very high map there, trying to bring it home. On the last lap, he's had to slow right down. It's allowed Kevin Hodge and Andrew Brooker to take the podium spots. It's going to be Kevin Hodge P2. Finding no funny business out of Brewer's Corner. Well done to Kevin Hodge, P2. Santa to you, and Andrew Brooker as well across the line. He's going to be happy about that one. It is a podium. Oh, it's Mateus lost another one. I think he has, and that's Liam through. Liam back through, Mateus is through. Oh, I'm super close to the end with John as well. A lot of the boys going through now. Apologies if I'm missing everyone. Craig's going to come across the line here. Gonna bring it over P15, well done to you. Number 7 there, Sky Player across the line. Well done, my friend, and the 3-4-2 of Jens Steinhaus. Cracking race there. Number 46, super slow here, he's got a yellow flag out. Oh, is he overtaking for position there maybe? Not quite sure, but there's a car in front. Yeah, Wazzy and Chica Thompson who's going to rotate that position. These boys swapping and changing here though. He seems to be going very, very slow here. Now he's put his foot down again. Yeah, a bit confusing. We've made it work, and I think Doug may be out of fuel. The number 15 coming around here, Jan Matheson. Went to P9 in the end from the position where he was. Well done. Number 17, are these all going to get Doug as well, I think? Ah, that's Ramsey just in front. Interesting battles by those boys as well. Well done to all the guys. Got some burnouts here, perhaps. Had a pseudo racing drivers. 69 of Max just inside the pit lane. I am seeing a couple of burnouts, but nevertheless, I think a couple of the boys are going to feel a little bit hard done by with that one. It was hard and fair racing. In the end, it is going to be Tom Venters, Kevin Hodge, Andrew Brooker on your podium spots. And yeah, there was definitely something wrong in the end, especially with Mateus, but that's your podiums for the night. Liam Barker, Mateus Belstreet, Jonathan Clifford, Alan Brizzle-Brown, Jen Starnos, Jan Matheson, Ramsey, top 10. Dirk Luke and David Storr, Jamie Quinton, Owen Mellon, Greg Foreman, Ian Chica Thompson, Doug Tilley, Big Raccoon, Richard Horse, the Sky Player, round off your top 20 positions. My phone is turning itself on and off, so we'll try and hear from some of the drivers and drag them in for an interview. Appreciate everyone on the YouTube channel that has stuck with me, because it's not been bloody easy to navigate. Right, let's try and pull in some of the boys here, because some of them had a fantastic race, some of them perhaps not. Liam Barker, how was that race from your perspective, my friend? For someone that didn't have a lot of practice, brother, right up there, P4.
I know. I didn't realize. I can't even pronounce that guy's name, but he ran out of fuel on the last corner.
I watched Mateus just in front running out of fuel and trying to drag that car home. It literally, I was watching Kev and Brooker fight it down for the last podium spot. Then all of a sudden, I saw Mateus going slow up the Conrad Straight, and it's just allowed everyone to come through. Looked like some interesting battles out on track, and I was saying to the ladies and gentlemen at home that you definitely didn't have a lot of practice here this week, as you normally would do. So, yeah. How was your race? First half, second half? How did it go for you, Liam?
First half, mint. Second half was a little bit squirmy because the temperature started to drop, and then I kind of binned it as well into the hairpin, which I was nearly 3 seconds ahead of Clifford, and then I dropped by like 1.5 seconds because of a little bit of a clip on the wall. But I just locked in and tried to bring it home. You know what I mean?
It's easy doable. I mean, I've watched a few of them tonight. It looked like the McLarens were super loose there. I was watching Tom have a bit of a time on the brakes too. So, yeah, I mean, obviously you've got to be in it to win it. And obviously, it's unfortunate about the fuel with Mateus, but it has promoted you, I think, up to P4 finish, Liam. Massive bunch of points.
Last week, yeah.
I'll tell you what, you should be happy with that one, Liam, my friend.
I mate, ready. I thought it was Jamie. And I went, Jamie, just to let you know I'm behind you. And he went, you're not behind me. That's P4.
I wish I was about your voice comms in that little bit of the race. I'd have been screaming if it was me. I really would have.
I was like, hey, cross the line.
Well done, Liam, my friend. It's always a pleasure to have you on the grid, and I'm glad that you had a good result here tonight because you fully deserve it, my dude. Well done, Liam.
Well, thanks for putting it together. It seems that you're not well, mate. So thank you.
I haven't mentioned it to anybody, so yeah.
Oh right, okay. Well, I've just spoiled it then.
No, I have. I've mentioned it all week, so. You know, just me being super humble. But Liam, big thank you for tonight, my friend, and a great drive. P4. Well done, Liam.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, brother. All right. I just heard from Liam Barker there. One of the benefactors of Mateus running out of fuel there on the last lap of the race. It's super easy to do when you've not calculated the fuel as you would have. All right, a quick word now. I think we're going to move to Alex Brooks. Obviously, Alex, we saw you in the race, buddy. Obviously, the qualifying, not what it usually is for you, and it once again, just wrong place, wrong time. We were watching it live as it happened. There was a huge accident in front, a car pretty much up in the air, and wouldn't you know, you were coming around the corner with absolutely nowhere to go. Can you tell us what that was like from your perspective? Because from ours, it didn't look like you had a chance to avoid that accident.
Yeah, that was quite painful. Like, for the soul.
Yeah.
I didn't get a yellow flag.
Yellow flag that came up there. It literally happened just... Well, it happened... We weren't watching a replay with that one. We watched it live happen, and seconds you come up on it. Like, it didn't look like there was anything you could do. No reactions there, and yeah, just a wrong place, wrong time. What happened in qualifying for you, Alex? Because you're usually pretty strong towards the front of the grid. And we saw you way outside of a top 10 position, I think.
Yeah, well, I haven't driven that track. Well, the first time I did was Monday, like ever. I got my times to like 2:01, like mid 2:01s, and I just couldn't really do it.
That's super competitive. It's a 2:01 to get your times.
Yeah, it would have been like mid pack.
Yeah, you would have definitely been up towards the front end of the pack. I guarantee you. But yeah, we've been watching the boys practice all week, Alex, and the times have come from like a 2:05. They're down to the 2:02s as well. So, for someone that's not driven the track and picked up that amount of speed during the week, I think I say it every bloody week, but you've definitely got the talent to be at the front. And it's just, honest to God, if it was thundering out on that track, your car would have been hit twice.
Yeah, honestly, I need to do some mountain spirit search or something. I don't know.
I know, but yeah, some good yakka or something like that. But you had some support in the chat, Amanda coming through and supporting you there as well, watching you do your thing. So yeah, again, Alex,
wish me last. Thank you.
Yeah, end of the day, I did try and point out that wasn't on you, that wasn't your fault, my friend. But again, Alex, you did a fantastic job. Just to
I'll
keep
take
with it. Just to keep with it. I mean, that is more admirable than anything else. And I think we're moving on to Misano next week. Don't quote me on it, but is it a track
Okay.
you like? Is it a track you've done?
I've like driven it like 5 times. Again,
Well, at least
I
that's,
don't really.
yeah, at least that's 4 times more than Bathurst, I guess, for the start of
True.
it. So yeah,
True, yeah.
a bit more pace there. But if there's anyone I'm willing to see at the front of that grid for next week, it's you, Alex.
Okay.
Well done for sticking with it, my friend. And
Thank you, man.
yeah, unlucky with the incident. We watched it live on stream. Nothing you could do. Alex, big thank you again for tonight, and we hope to see you back fighting next week. Cheers, Alex, mate.
Alright. Thank you, man.
All right,
Thank you.
brother. All right, moving down the order. Just gonna pull in the birthday boy here. He's 51 years old and still
I'm not
running.
51, I'm not that old.
Okay, 52 years old and still running strong with us here tonight. We've got the OAPs out on track. He got his bus pass this morning and he still gave it a go. Jamie, how was the race from your perspective?
Do you know what? It wasn't too bad. Doesn't surprise you that I ended up in the wall again.
I did see a little incident, but I think you were holding strong for quite a little while, or at least the first bit of that race. Sure of it.
Yeah, so a couple of laps. Obviously, you know, when it all starts to fan out and stuff like that, I think I got hit by Dirk.
Right.
You know, like the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. You know, carried on going, and then going up the mountain the next lap. Touched the grass, hit one wall, hit the other, hit the first wall again.
Yeah, I'm not
Managed to carry
yeah.
on going, get it to be pit stop, and then ended up having a 1 minute pit stop, and then just carried on.
Yeah, now you said it. Now I'm not going to say we watched it live on stream, but I think we watched it live on stream, or at least we watched
I
it.
have your stream open when I'm racing, lad. I know exactly what you're saying.
So we kind of saw that I think you hit the left-hand side, which was quite an achievement, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I think you saved yourself from having a lot more damage from the right-hand side of it. But yeah, I mean, I think we're on to Misano next week. Hopefully, there's not walls either side of it. You know, there's a bit of runoff there, so that's a good thing.
Misano's actually quite good.
I love Misano. It's one of my favourite tracks. It's not everybody's cup of tea though. But again, obviously sticking with it, Jamie. And again, from all of us on the JR server, from all of us in the YouTube chat, from all of us in the GTC series, a massive happy birthday, however old you are, for tonight, my friend. I'm so glad that you spent a little bit with us and coming up to Bathurst. It takes a big man to take on the mountain, and we appreciate you, Jamie. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Have a good night, Jamie. Bye now.
I'll try.
All right. Let's pull in another driver here. I've got Big D, David Starr, and the likes of... We've got the likes of the pro LFM driver, Jonathan Clifford, in the Lamborghini Evolution. How was your night, Jonathan, from your perspective and your race?
Yeah, it was a good race. A lot of fun. It seemed pretty clean from what I saw, especially lap 1, right?
Amazingly clean, yeah. I was expecting a red flag, and we got to the end of the first lap, and I'm like, I don't want to say it yet, but I think we've got away with quite a clean start to that race, which was brilliant. But I think at a few points in the race, especially earlier on, and while you were battling, I was like, well, I know he wants to probably be a bit further up, but I know from watching your streams that you're just happy that you've got someone either in front of you to battle, or someone near you that's battling. It's having them lonely races that are can be a bit of a chew to do. But it looked like you were involved in some battles there, and from what I saw, I think you took a very early pit stop at around 42 minutes. Now, obviously, I was trying to tell people on the live stream that it's obviously a strategic stop from yourself, because I felt like you were faster than the car ahead, which I believe you were fighting with Alan Brown at the time. And once the pit stops have kind of unfold, I saw you about at least 4 or 5 seconds in front of him. So obviously thinking that early stop just paying off there to jump the Aston Martin driver. I'm guessing that was all part of L plan.
Yeah. Figured I would come in, get out of traffic, try to set some laps, and also take care of my tires. Because the car did not feel good in dirty air tonight.
It didn't look great. I mean, we were watching the laps, and it looked like you were immense coming over the mountain, even the run up the mountain. However, up the start of the mountain, it looked like the dirty air was affecting a lot of cars. And then you just come around the Forest Elbow, and the Aston Martin were just, it's like a train on them straights. it was super, super difficult. It looked like all the time you were gaining was literally on the brakes and having, you know, better exits here and there. It looked like a real challenge to try and keep up on the straights at the least with that Aston Martin.
Yeah, Aston doing Aston things. Rocket ship on the straights.
Super, super fast. I think we head to Misano for next week. I know it's one of my personal favorite tracks. How do you get on with it, John, with Misano? Track you looking forward to?
I looking forward to it. Definitely not one that gets used as much as others. So
How do you get on there though?
yeah, fine usually.
Good, well, that's good news. So we're going to see a Lamborghini towards the front of this pack next week, I presume. Hopefully, John.
Yeah, we'll give it our best.
I know you do, and you do every single time you come in. I just want a big thank you for you coming on. I want to tell everybody that is currently watching the stream, go check out Jonathan Clifford on YouTube. He's live most days as well. Go drop him a subscribe and a like. A great community, a great channel on YouTube. You're missing out. Go get yourself over there, drop in a subscribe. John, a pleasure as always, and we hope to see you back for Misano. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you for putting this on even while you were sick, bud.
Cheers, John. I appreciate it, brother. Have a nice night. All right, let's pull in one of the other drivers here that particularly, he didn't have a great practice session when it came to the week's practice. Maybe a bit of sandbagging there from David Starr, but it looked at one point you were up like 8 positions. Can you please talk us through the practice this week and how it was going for you?
Well, terribly, actually.
Terribly, yeah. Well, that's a great word for it. You put it down to an absolute T. Then you get into the race, and I'm pretty sure I seen you up like 8 positions. However, there was a moment on the mountain we were watching. What happened with you, Mac, and there was another car there? Because it looked like a car had made a move on Mac. You'd kind of gone round as well. Was there any contact between teammates in that section?
So, I've just actually looked back at Mac's stream.
Yeah.
So what happened is Mac was starting in front of me and he cleared off a little bit. Then he made a little mistake after the fast kink, and then you break down and then you turn left, don't you?
Yeah.
And then he went into the pits and repaired himself. And then me and I was behind Justin. So then we went back round and he came out just in front of us.
Okay.
Now it looks like we was going up into the forest section, going up the hill, and he let off the throttle.
Yeah.
And let Justin pass, and I don't think he knew I was there.
Yeah, it looked like he hesitated. He kind of gave Justin the room because he kind of got it wrong.
He rolled off the throttle, and I thought he was letting us through. And I kept over to the left, and I don't think he thought I was there. And then he turned into me, and then that took him out. And yeah.
Yeah, we saw a tiny bit of contact, but I couldn't make sense of it from our camera angles. Obviously, being teammates, that's never in the program, right? Is it for any kind of contact there?
We do try and stay clear of each other, like we try to, because he's faster than me right at this circuit. But I think he just made a mistake at the start, repaired his damage, and then. Yeah, I think he thought he was going to let Justin through because obviously he was a pit stop down.
Yeah, it did look like he didn't know that you were there as well. He turned in.
I was there.
Yeah, he's turned in. It kind of looked like he turned in and then he turnn out of it. That's why I'm asking if there were contact, because I wasn't sure if he'd like seen you there, panicked, and turned out.
He hit my rear quarter.
Well, like I was saying, like you were saying, Max definitely had the pace. I think the last 2 rounds, in all fairness.
He's been definitely faster than me in the last 2 rounds.
It's been bloody quick, but the last 2 rounds, I think you've finished ahead of him both times round. You know, so someone that's been sandbagging in practice, that the consistency and I think the luck definitely on the D-man side tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make many places up at the start. Most of the places were made up with early pit stops and people making mistakes.
Yeah,
and I think I got up to about 9th, and then Ramirez, and then I can't remember who else came past me.
There was so many battling. There was so many battling tonight. It was crazy to try and keep on top of it. But yeah, seeing you in the practice sessions, knowing how they were going terribly, seeing how you were actually getting on tonight was super impressive. It was.
Yeah, I need. So the first pit stop, I had 3 seconds of damage, and then the second, then towards the end, I didn't really hit anything, to be fair, except for when Ramirez, I outbraked myself into, is it Forest Elbow? Is it that last
Right, yeah, the last left-hander. It's easy to do on the brakes, right? So
Yeah,
it's a difficult
just
one.
locked the rear and just nudged into the wall. And to be fair, that's the only contact I had with the wall, really.
Well,
It was fairly clean race, to be honest.
Well, I didn't see it coming from at least practice, you know what I mean? And that's no disrespect.
Yeah.
It's just a case of we knew where you were in practice. We knew how difficult it
was-
had been towards you. And, you know...
9 times out of 10, I won't make a full lap, but for some reason, for an hour, I've managed to get round fairly consistently.
Well, you did it where it matters, David, and that's the main thing. Obviously, an admin on the JR server, and obviously someone that likes to have a laugh and a joke in the admin chat as well. Let's just put it at that. But still, David, you were representing there for Batman and Brodgen tonight, and still a solid result given practice. On to next week at Masano. Is it a track you've done before, David, or?
No, actually.
Perfect.
No,
You're gonna love it.
Come out your stream, actually. Now I was the only person in it, unfortunately.
You're all good, don't even worry about it. David, a big thank you for tonight as well, and a good congratulations from practice to actually race, putting it down when it matters. David Starr, well done, my friend, and have a great rest of your night. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, brother. All right, pulling in Sky Blair, who looked like in the 720S was having a good night, I would say. Up a few positions and then down. The McLaren did look like a very nervous car over some sections of the mountain. Not just yourself, but like Tom as well. And there's a couple of other McLaren drivers that were having a bit of trouble with the handling of the 720S. How was it for you, Sky Blair? How was your race?
It was an absolute disaster, I'd say.
Okay.
Started off on third lap, I believe. Our horse kind of spun around. I tried to turn right. It just clipped the back of him. There were a bunch of people towered behind me.
Yeah.
And then later on, just clipping the curbs and that spins me into the walls. Does a lot of damage.
Yeah, we watched a few incidents from yourself where it was a case of it was just a bad clip on the curb and it would just throw the car around, you know. It looked difficult tonight just to kind of keep the car going in the right direction. Not just for yourself though, for a lot of the 720S drivers that are out on track as well. It looked difficult. With that said, we're going to move on to Masano next week, Sky. Is it a track you like, or is it a track you've done much practice
Not a
at?
track I've driven much, no.
Oh, perfect. Well, I think you echo the sentiments of a lot of the other drivers we've had in the interviews. It's not a track a lot of drivers have done a lot of practice at, so I think you're going to be in the same boat for next week's race. However, thankfully, there's not a lot of walls at Masano to crash into than there is at Bathurst. I think we got the difficult round out the way with, essentially, and everyone did a grand job doing it. Sky, as always, thank you for being a part of this race at Bathurst, and I appreciate you spending your time with us on the GTC Championship and coming out and racing with us. Thank you very much, Sky.
Yep, no problem.
Take care, my friend. Chat soon. Alright, we have a couple more people in the chat here. We've got two more that we're going to interview. We've got Big T, Tom Turnstall. We were just talking to Sky Blair there, who was also driving a 720S, and the car looked like a handful tonight. Not just from you, but from a lot of other McLaren drivers that were having similar sort of problems. How was your race, Tom? How did it go?
The first 35 minutes was okay until the wheel decided to give up.
Oh, God, interviewing you here,
yeah,
man,
mate.
I've just totally forgot about it. We was live on the stream as well. What happened then? He said he just lost feedback in the wheel.
Yeah, so I just lost all feeling in the wheel and it just cut out. I couldn't even... I couldn't turn left or right. I could only go forwards and backwards, and I was trying to keep out the way of everyone coming around the corner.
Oh, that sucks, man.
So I went into the pits and tried to come out again, and just there was nothing in the wheel. I couldn't. It wasn't nice to drive at all.
Oh, did you know? It's just horrible, right? Because obviously these things happen when it comes to technical stuff with sim racing at the very least, you know? It's one of those things, but not a track like this where you're permanently trying to keep it out the walls. We were watching... I think we watched a replay of what was happening to it, and I was baffled at first. I was like, how has that happened?
Yeah,
it was kind of a straight.
It just went round that corner and it just went left and just carried on going.
Well, that's what I told everybody on the stream. I goes, that must be a wheel failure. Something's happened with a wheel there for Tom to...
Absolutely. I got so aggravated that it happened, and I was like, no.
Oh, Tom, I feel for you, buddy, because I know how much you put into this. I know it's your first season with us, and I know it's your first. Your first. I keep saying it's your first laps. I know you've done some laps here, but essentially, obviously, a rookie on ACC coming in, you know, and putting your heart into it, and then to have the wheel disconnected is a big kick in the teeth, man. I'm super sorry, mate.
No, it's all right. I was genuinely enjoying it as well. I was like, yes, I'm enjoying this. Just keep on going. But for some, I just don't know why it's happened like 35, 40 minutes into the race.
We'll try reverse psychology next week. Just tell yourself that you're not enjoying it and you don't like it, and then we'll see if the wheel
I think that's
doesn't
what I
disconnect.
need to do. Yeah, like Zolder was a good race, and I wasn't really keen for that race, but I'd done really well at it. So
You smashed it, yeah. You did a fantastic job. Tom, a massive thank you for tonight. It was a shame with the technical failure that you had with the wheel. There's absolutely nothing that you could do about it. Obviously, you RTG. There'll be no penalty put in for next week. You stayed in the pit lane or whatnot. You still, if you left even after that technical failure, there wouldn't have been one put in. But I just want to thank you, Tom, for your commitment, and a big well done to you for getting the first 35 minutes out of the way before all of that happened. Tom, have a beautiful rest of your night, my friend, and we'll talk later. Take care, Tom.
You too. See you later.
All right, brother. And last, but by no means least, it is Rory Horse. It is the Lamborghini Evolution 2 driver, the 211. Rory, how was your race from your perspective, dude?
I just cracked. Totally cracked under the pressure from Sky. Sort of flitted out.
We saw a lot of damage.
Yeah, got loads of damage from that, and I ended up sort of trying to hold on to it sort of mid-race, and yeah, the damage was just too much. I was losing too much time, so I came in super early.
Yeah.
Took a gamble on the fuel. I actually had to do a little bit of fuel saving towards the end, but I made it through.
Bit of strategy at the end. At least you had something to do there. I mean, we were watching from our perspective, and it looked like all that damage, or at least a lot of it, was all on the front end of that Lamborghini, which we know on most cars, it's going to make it extremely difficult with the understeer. But at Bathurst, with understeer, it's like a recipe for disaster, really. It's not what you want. So, I mean, big respect for you, Rory, for at least carrying on with, you know, all that damage. It did sound like you were in a couple of battles there tonight as well. We're moving on next week to Masano, Rory. Is it a track that you're interested in? Is it a track you've got much time on?
Yeah, quite like that one. Did my LFM license on there.
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, at least you got. Well, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Everyone else that I've interviewed and asked how Masano is going to be, other than John, has said, "Yeah, I haven't done any practice there. I've only done a couple of laps." So I'm expecting big and better things out of you, Rory, for next week at Masano, my friend. Listen, Rory, always an absolute pleasure to have you on the track. It was such a shame with the amount of damage there, because you were just playing catch up from the moment that you pitted with the strategy, but got to play around, do a few fuel calculations tonight, which caught some drivers out, I may add. So it's good that you saw that one to the end. Rory, the 211 Lamborghini Evolution driver, thank you, my friend, for being a part of tonight and keeping on going on track. You're a legend, Rory. Thank you so much, brother.
Cool. Cheers, guys, and cheers, Junior, for all your efforts, mate, for being that sick.
You're a legend, buddy. No problems whatsoever. Take care, Rory, and I'll catch you next week, buddy.
Bye.
Right, guys, that's it from us. If you are still watching the live stream and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, do consider hitting either one of those two. As always with this channel, I want to say take care of yourselves, take care of each other, peace and love, but I do want to quickly say a big thank you to all of the drivers that attended tonight, all the drivers that came out on track, everybody that was in the live chat, everybody that came through and supported. A big thank you to each and every one of you. And, as always with this channel, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, peace and love. Thank you so much.